Hello, hi there. My name's Paul, and I'm one of the teachers at SET English. Good to see you all. I can see some names here on our YouTube stream. Hello, if you're reaching us. I've got Akim Lumbamba. Hello, nice to see you. Harpreet. Hello, Mehmet, Deborah. Good to see you all. Where are you all from, guys? Can you give me some countries where you're from? Okay. Just tell me where you're from. I'd love to hear that. I'm in Manchester, which is in the UK. Okay, and it's a bit cold and wet at the moment, but it's going okay. Ebby, hello, Ebby. Hello, Lyrics. Good name. I like song lyrics. Okay, good to see you. Hello, Sarah. Just having a look at a few names here. Good to see you all. Okay, Chanaka says she's in Sri Lanka. Hello. We've got Eat with Karuna. Hello, you're from Nepal. Good to see you. We've got people from India, Myanmar. Okay, Pakistan, Turkey, Kerala. Midun, I have been to Kerala. I went to Kerala about 4 or 5 years ago, and it was lovely, really green. I had the best meal of my life in Kerala. Yeah. Okay. Stoke-on-Trent, Agada. Hello, nice to see you. I don't know if I recognize that name. Great. Good to see everyone. We've got people from all over the world. So great to see you all. All right. So let's get started. Okay, let's get started. I'm here today from SET English. We're an OET training provider, and we do classes all the time. We've got reading classes every day. And I'm just going to give you a kind of a brief look at the way that we do reading part A. Okay. Now, the way that we do reading part A is we split it into 2 sections. We've got step 1, which is all about text analysis. And we've got step 2, which is all about answering the short answer questions and the gap fill. I'm going to focus more on step 2 today. Okay. So let me take you to our study document, which is here. Okay. Now, I know, guys, I know that you find reading part A difficult. Okay. I know that part A is difficult, and it's hard for everyone. And I get the same sense of pressure and time pressure. It's really, really hard. Okay. I get that. And there are no shortcuts. There are some really good strategies that can help, though. And with reading part A, we can save you some precious time. Okay. You've got the strategies on one hand, and all the time you've got to improve your vocabulary and your comprehension skills. Okay. So this is the kind of thing that we're doing every day. So we'll do a brief bit of text analysis today. Then we'll go and have a little look at keywords and texts. And we'll talk about keywords and questions, categories and questions as well, and then we'll do some practice. I'm not going to be here for a very long session today. Hopefully it will be about 30 minutes, but that will be enough to get this idea across and hopefully give you a bit of assistance in terms of how to choose the correct answers quicker. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a very brief bit of text analysis. I've limited today to 2 texts. Now, I know that normally in reading part A there are 4 texts, but today we're going to do 2 because I don't need 4 texts to show you what I'm trying to show you. So first thing first, I'm going to show you a text. Okay. Now that text has it has a heading. Okay. It has a heading at the top. Now, when there's a heading to a text, it actually makes the text analysis a lot easier. And the reason why I say that is because imagine when we get to the questions, what we want to do when we get to the questions is we want to find the right text, then find the right place in the text, then find the answer. That's what we want to do. So when we're doing our text analysis in step 1, the reason we're doing that is so we can do that first step when we're answering the questions, find the right text. Okay. We're not analyzing the text so we remember every single thing in it. We're just analyzing it, trying to pick out some key ideas, some key words. Okay, so let's go and have a look at a text and see if you can think of any words, ideas, numbers, anything that you think could be useful for you to remember. But mainly, have a look at that heading. Okay, I'm going to put on 10 seconds, not very long, just 10 seconds to have a look at this text. Okay, so let me get my clock ready. I'm going to get 10 seconds here. Here we go. Now, is everyone ready? Say yes if you're ready, guys. I'm just going to wait for a few yeses before we do it. I'm assuming that everyone's ready. We've still got a few more people arriving. Charles, Archibong, Christy, hello, Christy. We've got Eram, Samina, hello. Fatima, good to see you. Okay, so we're seeing a few yeses come through now. Okay, here we go. First text, 10 seconds, text analysis. What do we think it's about? Okay, here we go. First text, here it is. Okay, 10 seconds starts now. Okay, so we've just had around about 10 seconds to look at that. So I wonder if anybody can help me here from YouTube. If I look at this, I'm thinking, okay, well, what are the key ideas? Well, first of all, I'm thinking this is about drugs, a drug therapy protocol. Well, that means it's guidance about what we should do with drugs. Okay, so first of all, I've got morphine. Here it is. And then I've got instructions and guidance and information about it. Okay, going this way. All right, I've got different routes of administration. I've got different dosages here. Okay, I'm not going to try and remember or memorize these things. I'll just put an underline, okay, for anything that I think is useful. Okay, so for instance, I think that number's useful. I think this number's useful. Okay, also, I don't know if you're looking this way, but I would be looking down here as well. Okay, any notes, notations, things at the bottom that you might not normally read, those are the kinds of things that I think will be in the questions. So remember, what we're trying to do is we're trying to find things that we think could be in the questions later. So we've got an age here as well. We've got some side effects, which might be useful for us. Okay, so this is what I'm interested in. Okay, that's how I would analyze it. Okay, let's do another one. I'm going to do another text. Same thing. I want you to just look at it quickly. Yeah, we've got some people here. Drug therapy protocol, dosage, route recommendations. Yeah, I like that, Lila. We've got side effects, drugs. Good work, guys. That's excellent. Next text. Here we come. All right. We've got 10 seconds on it. Oh, I zoomed way down there. Sorry, guys. Here we go. Oh, here it is. Let's start again. Let's get 10 seconds again, starting now. I think we've got a few people from our school watching. Hello. All right. Okay, so 10 seconds. What is this about? Again, I would be underlining the title here. I'm thinking, oh, so it's about how to do back slabs, plaster back slabs. What's another word that we use that people might use? I know normally it goes all the way around, but a back slab is just on the back. What do people often call these plaster things that they put on their arms? See if anyone can tell me. That's an extra quiz. Okay. Then we've got other things here. So again, I'm looking at 2 to 3 centimeters, numbers. I'm thinking 2 layers, 50%, 1 centimeter shorter. These are the things that I think might be included later on. And of course, we've got lots of different steps and stages, which is something for us to be aware of. So this is really, really clear what it's going to be about. Splint is a good bit of vocabulary, but there's another word as well that I'm thinking that often involves plaster, begins with C. Does anyone know that one? C. And then we've got 3 more letters. Anyone know that word? Something to do with supporting fractures. I'm just having a look. We've got splints here. That's good. Plastering fractured arms, good. Instructions on application, that's good. I wonder if anyone knows this word then, because I'm thinking that the word is cast. Well done. Cast. That's what I was thinking of. Plaster cast. That's what people often call it in the UK. Okay, so I think we've got a good idea of what these texts are about. And everyone is different. Everybody will underline and find things that they think are important to them, depending on how their brain works. But for me, I've got a really good idea about what these texts are for. Okay, we've got guidance in both of them. This one is about drugs. This one is about step-by-step how to do plaster back slabs. So I feel like we've got a good idea. So let's just put those texts to one side for a second and think about what we mean by keywords and categories. And this is the reason why I want to talk today. So first of all, we've got keywords to do with the text. Okay, as I've just said, these might be things like numbers. Okay, it might be ages or durations. Okay, they might be notations at the bottom with an asterisk. Okay, those are the kinds of things that we're talking about when we're doing analysis of keywords of the text. Okay, I don't want to talk about that too much today. We've got loads of that kind of stuff in our school about how to analyze texts in the step 1 of our reading part A strategy. I want to talk about more questions, keywords for questions, and categories for questions. That's what I want to talk about today. So there's a process. There's a step-by-step. When you see a question, you need to go to find the right text. The thing that can waste the most time in reading part A is when you go to the wrong text, because all of that time is wasted. All right, you're looking in the wrong place. The only advantage that you could possibly say, the only benefit is that when you look in another text, you learn about what's in that text, but you're not getting closer to the question. The answer to this question. So when we talk about keywords here, let's get a question, right? I'm going to get one question. Let's get this one. I'm going to put this here. Okay. Now, I'm sure if I ask everybody, what text is this in? Is it in text C or text D? Then I know what everyone would say. Everyone would say, it's text C, Paul. It's obvious. It must be text C. All right. But the real question for me is, why is it text C? Why text C? Can anyone give me their opinion and tell me? Just type in the chat box. Why do you think that it's text C? I know it seems like a really easy question, but why do you think it's text C? Yeah, we've got people putting text C. Yeah, but can you explain it? What was it that made you do that? Dosage of medication, dose, asking about dosages. Yeah, dose, yeah, dose, yeah. So we've got doses, haven't we? We've got dose. We've got another word as well. If you think about it, there's no morphine here, is there? It doesn't say morphine anywhere in this box. It says morphine here. This is all about morphine, isn't it? So when I look at this here, sorry guys, I seem to be scrolling all over the place. Straight away, I've chosen that it's going to be that text. For me, these are keywords. Okay. These are keywords. These ideas, they do two things. They take me to the right text and they take me to the right place. Okay. So if you think about it, if you think about what we're looking for here, maximum is the key word, isn't it? We've got dose, but we've got maximum. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that there's only one keyword. There could be multiple keywords. Can anyone think of another keyword in question 9? Is there another word that you think might be essential to finding the right answer? Can anyone give me another one? Yeah, a lot of people saying it's related to medication. It's talking about doses. That's good. Well done. Yeah. But is there another key word or another key phrase that will take you to the right place in the text? Yeah, Fatima. J.A. Well done. Okay, we got Archie. Not well, yeah, Chaitanya. Yeah, that's good as well. Navikiran. Yeah, it's all about this word as well, isn't it? The intramuscular route. So think about what we did. We've got a number of steps here. One, go to the right text. And then we've also got where in the text. Okay, where in the text. Okay, so what we're looking for now is we're looking for the answer area. Now we're making this really slow now. This is a very slow way of doing it because we're teaching it and breaking it down. But in the exam, this needs to be fast, fast, fast. And this is a process which we need to get into and practice so we become really, really fast. Okay, so which text? Where in the text? Okay, so I'm now going to go and look at text C, and I'm going to look for a maximum dose here in the intramuscular route. So this brings us down here to this question. Categories. Okay, categories. Now, I don't know if anybody here understands categories. But categories is a really, it's a very simple but very useful idea. And maybe some of you do this already and some of you don't. But what I mean by categories is, what type of information am I looking for? What type of information am I looking for? So let's think about this. On YouTube, guys, in the chat box, can you tell me what kinds of information, what types of things do we generally look for in reading part A? Forget about question 9 for now, but what kind of things do we look for? Just pop that into the chat box for me. Not just question 9, in general, think about all of the reading part A's that you've done before. What kinds of things do we look for? Numbers, yeah, okay, numbers. Yeah, we look for numbers sometimes. Any others? I wonder if everybody's had a similar experience and they think about it this way. Conditions, yeah, I like that. Conditions. Causes, good, yeah, we're getting some really good ideas here. Signs and symptoms, great, yeah, we might look for signs and symptoms. Medications, descriptions, yeah, I love it, yeah, very good. Descriptions of things, yeah. Dates, pronouns, that's an interesting one, Ebby. I don't know exactly what you mean by that, but lab investigations and tests, yeah, we might look for tests as well. Anything else? Dosages, yeah, treatments. Okay, these are all types of things that we look for. And I know it seems a very basic thing to describe, but so often our students come back and give us an answer and we see it and we see, well, That's not possible. We're not looking for a thing like that. We're not looking for a medication. We're looking for a condition. And that can sometimes be about grammar, or it can just sometimes be just a misunderstanding, a miscomprehension of it. Okay, so these are the kinds of things that we're looking for. And I know already that you guys have told me that in question 9, what we're looking for is a dose, isn't it? That's what we're looking for, a dosage. We're looking for the maximum dosage. So we're looking for some kind of combination of numbers and letters that give us the dosage. So let's go and have a look. Okay, let's go and have a look. We're looking for the maximum dose of morphine per kilo for a patient's weight on the intramuscular route. That's what we're going to look for. So let's go and do that together. Okay, I'm going to scroll up, show you the text, and here we're going to do it. Okay, here's the text. All right, okay, so we're going to follow the intramuscular route, which goes this way. Okay, that's up here. So that's good. That means we're going to find our answer in this answer area. That's where we'll find it. Okay, so we're looking at this. Now, this is where it could get a bit tricky. And I don't know about you guys, but I often look at a text and look back at the answer, look at the question. I often do that. Okay, so we're here now. We've got this. Now, I'd be thinking, oh, I heard maximum. So is it this or is it this? Is it 0.2 or is it 10? Because I heard maximum, but I'm not sure now about maximum. So I'm just going to go back and check maximum. Okay, what does it say? It says maximum dose of morphine per kilo of a patient's weight. Ah, okay. So that takes me to per kilo. Okay. All right. So here we're finding the right answer. Can anyone tell me the answer, guys? I'll take these off again. Scroll down. Give me your answers, guys. Okay, let's have a look at it again. Let me take these notes off. Okay, let's go back and look at that question. I'm seeing some answers coming through. The maximum dose of morphine per kilo of a patient's weight that can be given using the intramuscular route. Okay. To a maximum of 10 milligrams, isn't it? A maximum of 10 milligrams. Okay, well done, guys. Good work. Okay, so let's look at the next one. Okay, I've got another question for us. We're going to now go into some practice. I want to do about 5 minutes of practice. Remember, we're looking for a keyword that will take us to the text, a key idea that will take us to the right part of the answer, and then we're going to think about what category of information am I looking for. All right, so let's go and look at another one. Here we go. Here we go. I'm going to put this one up here. Sorry, guys, I'm scrolling all over the place. Okay, we've got which parts of a limb may need extra padding. Which text are we going to go to, guys? And what's the key word? Which text will we go to? And what's the key word? Okay, what are we saying here? And we'll check our answers at the end, guys, okay? We'll check our answers at the end. Because we've got a lot of answers coming already for the previous one, but I think we're going to have to check it. So what do we think here? What text? What's the key word? Okay, I'm just waiting for some answers to come through from people. There's no, I seem to have lost people here on the chat. Very strange, guys. I seem to have lost everyone. Is anyone here commenting on YouTube? Very strange. Let me go in again and see. I might be having a technical problem, guys, with this. I'm not seeing something coming through on the chat box, so I'll try again. Yeah, okay. Sorry, guys. I can see them now. Here they are. They come through. Okay. So yeah, so we know that we're going to text D, and we know we're looking for extra padding. Okay, text D, extra padding. But what are we actually looking for? What's the category of information that we're looking for? What's the category of information we're looking for? The category is, we don't want any answers yet, guys. What are we actually looking for? The category of information that we're looking for. We know what text it is. We know we're looking for extra padding in the text, but what are we looking for? It is I think I might be having some kind of a problem with chat coming through, guys. But okay, I'm looking for a part of a limb, aren't I? So I'm looking for some kind of body part, some kind of part of a body. Okay, so let's go up and have a look. Let's do it. Okay, so what parts of a limb may need extra padding? Let's go and look at the text. Okay, so I'm looking for the phrase extra padding. This is where my scanning skills come in. Again, this is something that we practice a lot at in our classes. Okay, so I'm looking for extra padding. So I'm going to scan through. Can I see extra padding anywhere? And then I see extra padding here. So what have I found? Again, I have found the answer area. Okay, I found the answer area. So if I look at this now, I'm thinking, okay, well, it says extra padding, and I'm looking for a type of body part, something that you can find on a body. Well, what can I find on a body here? Well, I've only got one thing that it could be. That's how I feel. I feel like the answer is, as people have said down here, bony prominences. Okay. Now, it doesn't matter if you don't know what prominence means. Okay. In this case, that's the only thing that could be the answer. All right. Not like the first question. Okay. In the first question, it's a bit tricky. We're going to go back and look at it because I'm not sure that the answers people gave us were correct. Okay. Here, it feels really obvious because there's only one possible answer in this answer area. So if we think about that strategy again, think about what we did. Okay. We looked at the question. We found what we thought was the key word. Okay. Which is parts of a limb takes us to the part D. Extra padding is going to take us to the answer area. And then the category is part of a limb, part of the body. Okay. So a lot of people put bony prominences there. We'll check it at the end. I'll tell you whether you're correct or not. Okay. Let's have a look at another question. We'll do one more, guys. Okay. One more question. And then I'll give you a bit of information about something that we're doing at an exciting reading part 8 course. Okay, so here it is. What should be used to treat a patient who suffers from respiratory depression? Okay, again, guys, can anyone tell me, what do we think? What text are we going to? What do we think the key word is? And what's the category? Text, keyword, category. Let's try and do that now. Okay. Text, keyword, category. That's what I'm looking for, guys. See if you can help me. Remember, we're going to check these answers at the end. What text? What do we think the key word is? What thing are we looking for? What category of information? Okay, so we've got people here saying text C. Okay, text C, good, excellent. And we've got respiratory depression. Okay, I like it. And we're looking for a drug. Excellent. Samira Madhushankar. Text C, respiratory depression is what we're looking for in the text. And then we're looking for a drug, aren't we? Okay, that's really, really good. Okay, so let's go and have a look. Text C, respiratory depression, looking for a drug. Very good work. Okay, let's go and have a look. Here it is. So I'm looking for respiratory depression. Where can I see that? Now, earlier on, I made a note that there were some notations at the bottom that I think are useful. Now, maybe when I was doing that text analysis earlier on, I saw this phrase, respiratory depression. Okay. And I've seen it now. I found it now. I got to go to my answer area. I've got to look at this whole thing and say, what do I need to say? And I'm looking for a drug. And I feel super confident that there's only one drug in this area. And that drug is, everyone, what do we think it is? Can you tell me? Yes, okay. Ngenzini, naloxone, isn't it? Okay, that's what the answer is. It's there. Okay, so let's check our answers. Let's see if we've got these right. Okay, we'll do these three and then we'll go. All right. So the first one we did. Okay, the first question we did, we said we were looking for the maximum dose of morphine per kilo of a patient's weight that can be given using the intramuscular route. Now, this is actually a tricky question. We did find the answer. Okay, we've gone to text C. We found where the answer area was, which is over here. But then I feel like this is a really difficult one. I feel like a lot of people didn't get the right answer because a lot of people were saying 10 milligrams. Okay. But actually, it's not. Okay. So the way to understand this is it's 0.2 per kilogram until you reach 10 milligrams in total. Okay. So you can't do more than 10 milligrams in total, not 10 milligrams per kilo. So comprehension is really, really important. And I know that looks a bit tricky, but the answer for that one is actually 0.2 milligrams per kilogram. Okay. This doesn't say to a maximum of 10 milligrams per kilogram. It says to a maximum of 10 milligrams. So the technique for finding the answer works. Which text? Where is it in the text? What am I looking for? We knew we were looking in text C. We found the place where the text was because of the keyword. Where the answer was because of the keyword. And then we knew it was a number. We were looking for a dosage in a category. So that worked, but it's a tricky question. And the answer is actually 0.2 milligrams per kilogram. Okay. Then we did number 10. Number 10 was saying, what part of the limb needs extra padding? Well, we found text D. Then we found the answer area because we found extra padding. We said extra padding was our key word. And then here was the answer area. And there's only one part of a body there, and that is bony prominences. So if you chose bony prominences, very well done. And then the last question we said, what should be used to treat a patient who suffers from respiratory depression? We all said that we thought it was part C because we're talking about treatment. Then we were thinking about, well, it's got to be a respiratory depression that we look for. That takes us to the answer area. And then the category was we were looking for a drug. Okay, so we found it. We went up to text C. We found respiratory depression. We identified the answer area, and there was only one drug there, and that was naloxone. So the answer was naloxone. So if you got those 3 right, guys, very well done. The real challenge, the real trick is doing it quickly in the exam. Okay, so remember those steps. Okay, remember that we at SET, we've got that 2-step process. Step 1, text analysis and preparation. Okay, and matching questions. Step 2, we've got the using the keywords in the questions and categories to find answers. Okay, these are the 2 steps that we use, and we can go into a lot more detail about that. And what we've got at the moment is we've got a special offer. We've got a free Reading Part A course that we're offering to people. So you can come and find it. We'll post the link here, but basically it's here. Okay, at the moment we're doing it. All you have to do, go in here, enroll now for free. You click it. We've got a new Part A mock test in there that you've never seen before. Okay, we've got strategy videos, we've got some student interviews, and we've got some live classes there for you to have a look at as well. And you can see the way that we do it at SET. Okay, you just click this button and you're in. Okay, you've got your different courses. There are other free courses for you to sign up to as well. So yeah, so I'm Paul anyway. I'm one of the teachers. We've got a number of different teachers at SET, and hopefully we'll see you soon in one of our classes. Best of luck to everyone. Thank you everyone for coming today and taking part. It was really nice to see you all. Okay, thanks for all the positive feedback from students, and hopefully we'll see you in class at SET soon. Okay.